Good evening. Good evening. Sorry for the delay. This is Erica, and you're watching Growing Up with Erica Parnell.
Can you sound any?
I'm loud?
No, can you get live or
Live?
like this Erica Parnell? I just left the funeral and I seen about 4 accidents. 2 teddy bears got ran over today.
Dude, I swear, this engineer is undefeated. I'm just trying to... What is that? Oh, all right. Hey, Mom, we're on. But anyway, today we're still going to talk about being young and saved, but we're going to kind of jump off topic to talk about young people getting a vaccination. Right? Y'all want to...
I'll put the headphones on for that.
Huh?
I'll put the headphones on for that.
Oh, we'll put the headphones on. Vincent, jump. Oh, wait a minute. Give him some type of boom or something. Vincent about to get on the mic. No, he need more than that. You about to get on the mic and talk? Oh, man. Let me move my stuff. Hold on a minute, Vincent.
He's rolling.
Let me move all my stuff. All right. Come on, V. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a recap of last week's show. Last week's show, we kind of talked about different things that goes on with youth inside of the church. We're going to come off of that just a little bit, but we definitely will be going back to that topic only because the one thing that a lot of youth are talking about is the football teams that are getting vaccinated, the youth that don't want to get vaccinated. So I just want to touch on that a little bit. If you have a youth that wants to touch in on this topic, go ahead and give us a call. Let them chime in on our conversation. Vincent definitely has something to say about this. I know I've been checking on a lot of football players that I'm connected to, just making sure their mental is good, especially the seniors, because it's a lot, especially this is your last year playing football as a senior, and then they're telling you they strongly suggest you get the vaccination. But what about the kid who hasn't been vaccinated at all, like their whole entire life? And then all of a sudden you want to put this vaccination on them. Of course, we know it's a 50-50 like with everything else. So, Vincent, what's your opinion on the vaccination? I
don't trust it.
You don't trust it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why? Get Vincent on him. Kyrie, take his picture. Please take it.
I don't really like shots, though. I don't like needles. I think the only shot I took was like the flu shot, but...
You took the flu shot?
Yeah.
I never had the flu shot before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had the flu shot.
And then I think I had COVID.
How was that, though? Wait a minute.
It was like a long time ago. It was like a long time ago.
Nah, this is like March 20th.
This is when it first became a thing.
So wait, let me ask you a question. Do you think you had COVID right after you got the flu shot, or
no? So
before?
I took the flu shot when I was little.
Okay.
But when COVID first became a thing, I don't know if I really had it because I never got tested, but I had all the signs of COVID.
Okay.
And the way I was feeling, I couldn't move for 3 days.
3?
Yeah, I was just at home watching Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
When was this, Kyra?
This is
March.
March.
When COVID hit, March.
I think I'm stuck on Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, what did that have to do with anything? But no, I swear we had COVID.
Both.
Yeah, in December.
No, this was March, when it first hit Michigan.
No, I think I had it in December, but anybody know what it was.
No, that's how I felt he couldn't taste or smell or whatever, at all. But we were still around each other. But I didn't, when COVID had first hit, taste or smell, really wasn't a thing. It was if you can't breathe. It
was way deeper than that.
I didn't have those symptoms. I just literally, I was eating them Eggo waffles with syrup and couldn't taste nothing.
Wait, pause. Because this around the time y'all was...
What?
So did we all have it?
No. I don't think so. Because I think then my mama got it. And then that just was it. But this was before, like, it was like COVID, you can't taste or smell nothing. This is
Okay.
like when it first hit.
Okay.
And then it was like later on when it came out, like, if you can't taste or smell, then you probably had COVID. And we was like, dang, we probably had COVID.
I think, you know what, though? I think it's a lot of people that feel that way.
What, did they may have had it?
Yeah. I know
No.
my dad and them said, like, I think I might have had it.
No, for real, because I didn't have, like, I feel like with COVID, it's different for everybody. So, I was perfectly fine. I had a headache, and then I just couldn't taste or smell nothing for a couple of days, and that was it. And
Yeah.
then, like, he was really in the bed for, like, days. I think it was, like, 2-3 days.
Ninja Turtles.
Watching Ninja Turtles. Mhm.
That's a classic.
But so, I guess my question is, like, are you like 100% against getting vaccinated, or are you like on the fence? Like it has to be that wow factor to make you be like, all right, I'll sit down and get it.
No, I'm like 100%. I get it.
You 100% I get it.
Only because like
Vincent, we don't have COVID. Can y'all see Vincent? Vincent, you can
Yeah.
pull your mask down.
oh nah.
Listen, what y'all don't see is Vincent is there every Wednesday with a whole face mask on. We love it though. Come on.
What was I about to say?
I'm sorry, I threw you off. We were talking about why you don't want to get vaccinated.
Like I don't know like these people's situations was, but like I'll just wake up one day and I'll see like somebody who got tested for COVID like died, like from that.
Yeah.
And I'm
But you
like,
know, one
yeah.
thing that my hairdresser said today that made a lot of sense. She was like, so we don't know what's in the shot, but we also take like Tylenol and Benadryl and, you know, all these other things, and we don't know what's in that either.
Yeah.
I
So
been
that
taking
like
that
kind of
years,
made sense.
We've been taking that for years.
We have, but
Yeah.
we still don't know, like, if we gonna get a, you know what I mean?
I don't know nobody died from Tylenol.
A lot of people die from Tylenol.
Look at Miles with the facts.
A lot of people die from Tylenol.
I'm not
Yeah,
taking
so-
it.
Tylenol been taken on and off the shelf over.
Yeah, off the-
40
yeah.
you know.
So I guess it's kind of like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. But
I mean,
that's with anything. I mean, because we do take different things and we really don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, to each his own. But
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody said they're not going to take the vaccine, don't try and
then
preach
don't
them
try
into
and
it.
preach them into it.
Yeah.
Most
Because that'll make me
definitely.
stop talking to you. Like,
Yeah,
personal preference.
it is definitely, but it's being forced though.
It is. Like
It's
a lot
being
of
forced in
jobs.
schools. It's being forced for
Yeah.
sports. It's being forced for jobs.
Oh yeah,
People
then-
at the churches forcing you to get the
Yeah.
vaccination. They offering you come get a free box of gas card, this and that. Get the vaccine at the end of getting all this free stuff.
I think it gotta be something wrong with if people offering you something if you get it. Like,
Nah.
Oh, they was doing a lottery for
I think they're
Yeah.
trying to push it to somehow like lower COVID period. Like I think they're trying to hurry up and get rid of COVID, which I guess I understand. But like I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get the vaccine, but am I gonna get the vaccine anytime soon? No.
That's fair.
I do have a question. Though.
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get it now, but eventually I may end up getting it. But just right now in the testing phase of it,
It's not in the testing phase.
yeah, it still is to me.
No, it's not to you, but
Yeah,
you're
to
not
me.
a scientist.
No, I'm not.
You're not a doctor.
No,
So
I'm just a praying woman. And when Jesus say take the wheel, I'm gonna sit in that chair and be like,
Jesus be like, I don't got no license. But listen, at the end of the day, all I can tell you is people have done a whole lot worse with their body.
yeah. And them seem to be the people that's all right.
And I understand black people being afraid because we have been guinea pigs for so long.
Yeah.
However, this is not a black person's thing.
It's definitely not.
It's a Americans people. It's American people type of thing. Now, would I want to go to the hood and get it done? No. I would go out to West Bloomfield, and it's just only because then I can feel I won't be targeted. You know what I mean?
But going out there,
Uh-huh.
you may be the target.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a target when I walk outside as a black man, period.
Yeah.
So one thing I had to do, I had COVID before. It ain't no joke. So I don't want no feeling like that ever again.
Yeah.
And plus I got kidney disease, so it's like, it's best for me. My doctor was like, no. And here's the thing, people understand. Like,
So did your doctor, like my mom doctor, really advised her to get it, And then my doctor was like, no, you're healthy and this and that, so you shouldn't get it. So did your doctor like advise you like,
She
hey, I think with your
definitely
underlying health
advised.
issues, you should just get it?
Not just with my underlying health. She believes anybody who's walking and breathing should get it. Or it's not even about just you. It's about people who you can affect with it. You know, you become contagious, and hypothetically speaking, you look up and you contaminated 8 people in your family, and then the little baby died from it, and all. And you be like, damn, all I have to do is take a shot.
Yeah.
So life is never really about you as an individual.
But everybody around you.
It's always about, because if you believe in God, it's about you being a servant.
So serve and sit and get that shot.
Well, serve in the matter of, oh, do you want to wait a minute, what you did? But I'm just saying, just imagine if your coffee you just made just contaminated a room full of people. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying you have COVID, but did you just pass gas? I'm just joking. I had to break the monotony here because everybody got a face like this. If y'all see your face, everybody like this. No, but I just think people, especially younger people, because younger people carry more viruses than anything. I think children should get it, but do I think they should get
because
it?
they just said they about to do the final test for what, kids 5 to 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's a touchy topic.
Yeah.
It's definitely a touchy topic for sports players, for sure, especially contact sports players. It's a touchy topic. Very touchy topic in my household because I gave my son a choice like, hey, listen, if you want to get vaccinated, then okay. If you don't, then okay. You know, and he's choosing to wait it out, but I mean, who doesn't want to play football their senior year?
So it's a requirement.
It's it hasn't like officially been like letters sent home. It's a requirement, but it's strongly suggested.
Okay.
So if you're in the 12th grade and somebody like strongly suggesting you do something, or you might not be able to do something you love, you're gonna be like, I probably should go and get this shot.
I mean,
But here's my thing. Here's my thing with it, and this is my opinion. So don't nobody jump on my back. But here's my opinion. If you're strongly suggesting that they get the vaccine, right? But it's still 50-50. Like, are we going to stay in school to be able to play these games? Or is it going to get out of hand again like last year and schools are going to close? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
it's
what you're saying.
Like, it's just one of those things where you just have to use wisdom in everything, and especially in this, because what works for you may not work for someone else. You know what I mean? So you just got to be careful. You got to be careful.
so is it only if you play contact sports, but it's not if you still in school? Because they all in school with each other.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
all
they play.
still in school. Yeah.
So
that was
it's only
another
for
thing.
sports. It's not for school too.
No. That's the thing.
What's the point?
That's the whole thing. So then you get all these football players vaccinated, and then you still have a
they
whole
still going to
school that's
school.
not
About 3 times. Or how big is their football team?
big. Like
So, like,
60,
50
some
people.
Yeah,
people,
but then the population in the school is way more than that.
it's
like
way more.
300.
Yeah. So it's like you kind of like, hey, we strongly suggest, and then you still going to a big population that some may be vaccinated, but majority probably not.
I don't think a lot of people gonna let their kids get it.
I don't know.
I mean, it's still probably gonna be personal preference, but I don't think I would.
Yeah. Like 11 to 5?
That's too young.
I mean, 5 to 11? That's young.
But then I guess some people may argue, like, I've had multiple shots growing up. So
Yeah.
some people probably gonna be like, what's the
Well, you
difference?
didn't know what was in that shot.
Yeah.
Which is all true. Which is, it's all facts. It's super all facts.
I guess just with anything, it's a possibility of it might mess you up.
Yeah.
Like I have a manager, I had a manager in my old job where she got that shot that they recommend where you're like 16 or something, so
Was
that
it
you don't get cancer from being like sexually active
Yeah.
or something. And now she has like fertility issues.
Really?
So yeah. like we were talking about it when the COVID shot was first coming out. So I was
because
like,
you get it like twice.
yeah. So it was like, I just would think with anything, it is the possibility of it might mess you up a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I mean, because at the end of the day, we really don't know what's in none of them.
we don't know what's in none of them.
We know what they put on the paper, and when you do your research, you see what it says. But the truth of the matter is, you really don't know what's in that shot.
But then, like, I have seen stuff where some people got the shot and were like kind of messed up. But I've seen it years ago with the flu shot too.
Yeah.
So I think with everything, it's a possibility that it might not, your body might not react correctly to it.
Yeah.
And people got to realize too, 100,000 plus people die every year of the flu. So people are like, well, corona, but 1 million people died in 10 years of the flu. So it's a lot of stuff just to think about.
Miles swear he be knowing the statistics though, don't he?
Yeah, he swear.
All you had to do is just read.
You know what, Miles? Today ain't our day. Today, so if this show cut off early, it's the engineer, y'all. We ain't vibing with each other today. But whose side you on? It be your own kids.
My question is, do y'all think it's the government or y'all think it's just something that happened?
What, COVID?
I believe it's a chemical. I really believe it's a chemical warfare going on, and the government not telling the whole truth on what's what. And with that, those things make it hard to trust anybody. So if it was China, if it did come from China, I understand we was almost at war with China. China don't mind getting rid of a couple million people where they at. They be like, you know what, that's nothing for them. But, you know.
I think it was something that actually was meant to happen, but it spiraled out of control.
I mean, I don't know. And the thing what gets me is the Christians. they say, oh, I'm not getting it. You be like, oh, but the Bible said this is going to happen. There's a reoccurring plagues, there's reoccurring events. When God is displeased, and if we in the condition that we in now, you don't think God is displeased with us? So you don't think plague is going to come? You don't think famine is going to occur? Which it has. But we, lucky for us, nobody at this table have seen it.
But what about, did you see that old football picture that was going around like on social medias, and it was like a black and white picture, and it was a football game, and everybody had on masks? You seen it? Y'all ain't see it? Yeah, it was like, what, 1940?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. They was sitting at a football game, and they literally like had on masks.
She like this, like, I don't care.
They were, but it's repeating itself. So that's almost like history repeating itself.
There's nothing new up under the sun.
Yeah.
And history will repeat itself over and over again until God is pleased.
So statistics, man, how long did that last?
I don't know, because I didn't do no research on that part. But the truth of the matter is,
It wasn't in the article. I did read the article,
oh, what did it say?
but it didn't say how long it lasted.
But what did it say? What was the cause? I think what was it, because of the bird flu?
It was like swine flu.
Swine flu. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool. It was, but it didn't say how long.
It lasted longer than 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, it just did. After a while, once they start coming
Probably died down.
once they come out with vaccinations and people stop being around other people, it dies out.
Yeah, because what happened to
But
the swine
we're not
flu?
going to stop being around. Let me tell you something.
We don't know how to sit down.
It was just 60,000 people at Shane Park yesterday.
What was that, Shane Park?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Who?
Who was that?
Exactly.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, okay.
60,000
It's Rockstar, basically.
white folks jumping up and down.
Yeah.
No mask.
They all vaccinated.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
And even if they are, that being vaccinated don't stop you from passing.
From getting it.
No,
Yeah,
I
what
know
I'm
somebody
saying.
who had it,
Or
and she
passing
didn't
it
have it really bad. She just had like cold-like symptoms, right? Fully vaccinated, shot in her system, and she catches it again. And her reaction was the same as it was the first time. So you're right, it doesn't stop you from getting it.
And you can still pass it on to other
Definitely.
people. It's just like anything else. But it's crazy. I bet you somebody said you catch AIDS, HIV through the air. People stay the hell in the house or they're where they damn yeah.
You're right.
So it's just that I think African Americans, we are the smartest group of people in the world, but we dumb ourselves down by trying to be too smart by not accepting things for what they are.
For what they really are.
We still drink water that's coming through these crusty, rusty, filthy, mold-infested pipes made from wood, lead, and everything else.
Yeah.
And you worry about getting a shot.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I mean, it's 50-50. You just don't know.
It's not even 50-50.
Yeah.
It's probably like 95-5.
Exactly. Like,
No.
so
55-50.
it ain't a 50-50.
No, y'all gotta watch this other part.
I feel like this. You got to really look at this. Out of the people you know that got vaccinated, is any of them dead?
No.
Has anybody been put on ventilators? But you can always show the people that has not been vaccinated dead on ventilators.
Now, the news has reported people passing from that were vaccinated and got COVID.
But 9 times out of 10, they probably didn't pass from COVID. Everything, the best way to tell somebody don't sue the hospital, tell them you got COVID. Because you can't.
I think they had a lot of things.
You cannot sue. You cannot sue in the pandemic.
COVID is very controversial.
My friend got shot. Right, he died. They said he died of COVID. I said, no, I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Because they say he got caught COVID while he was in there. That's what he
in the hospital.
Yeah, he lived for 4 days from bullet wounds. Right. But he did surgery. 2 days later after the surgery, he died. Caused COVID.
So he caught COVID from the doctors or the nurse?
He probably didn't even have
COVID.
COVID.
They probably did
something wrong.
Puncture some, rupture some.
And they like, tag him as COVID.
Yeah.
He didn't make it because he had COVID. You see the blood cells.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, when I had COVID, this real stuff, I asked them which strand did I have. They told me they don't know. You have to send it into the CDC. I said, well, send it. We can't do it. You got to do it. Oh, how the hell am I?
How do you send it?
How do you send it?
They think you upload the number to call in.
What's that?
You upload the number to call in.
Who asked you that? Oh, but listen though. I was watching TikTok, right?
You got a TikTok account?
Yeah. I'm famous.
Oh my
I got
God.
like 94K.
That's more than Kyra.
Listen, that's what I know while she down there hating. She already know what it is. But look though, I was watching it and it was a nurse on there. Shout out to all our healthcare workers. Like seriously, we appreciate you guys so much. The one thing she said that kind of was like, dang. She said that somebody's sister gave them COVID. And the lady started declining, right? So they tried to bring her back for an hour and a half. And when the sister got there, the sister looked at her and said, so what did you do? She passed. And she was like, so what did you do? She said she just left out the room. And she said the sister was in there trying to resurrect her for 2 hours, right? I swear, it's on TikTok. And so she just was saying, like, they come out every day. And she said she got lupus. And she was like, I come out every day. I risk my life. I do this and I do that. And people never really be like, thank you. She's like, we never really get a thank you, like, from nobody. She like we in this hospital day in, day out, short staffed. Nobody never just gives us a simple thank you. And she was like, it's always, what did you do or what can you do? But nobody never just says thank you. And I was like, dang.
Let me shut up.
That's what they job.
Ain't nobody gonna be like, thank you after they family member died. That's not the first thing you're gonna think
she's
of.
just saying in general, like, period.
But they get a lot of thank yous to me.
I don't know.
They didn't got a lot of like recognition and stuff
Yeah,
from
they
other
have since
companies and
COVID.
stuff. But you gotta think about a lot of other people didn't. Like
Me?
nobody.
Tell me thank you. I worked the whole pandemic.
Yeah, but I'm saying like people like you that still had to work. It
Yeah.
was people that delivered packages, worked in warehouses, grocery stores, and the only people that was really getting thank yous were the healthcare workers. So
Yeah. I don't know.
they got their thank you.
I guess they really didn't
I
know.
think they did.
You signed up for it.
Yeah, you did, but man, you ain't signed up
It's
in the middle
definitely
of a
tough,
pandemic.
but I mean, that's what come with it.
So Roxana said, what do we think about the 5G towers? Now, when the pandemic first started, one of my friends posted, I think she was riding down Wyoming or something, and she posted like these new towers that nobody never seen before. And she was like, I think this gave us COVID. It's not funny because it looked weird because this was when nobody really was outside and they just was sparkling.
No.
No, I know that's not 5G, but I'm just saying it looked like out of the movie, super weird.
I put it like this: if anybody could read,
Oh, see, here we go with Mr. Statistic Man.
read the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember, T-Mobile and Sprint merged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what the T-Mobile was doing was, and all the Metro PCS towers was getting redone,
Mm-hmm.
and all the Sprint towers was getting redone.
Oh, so that's what that was.
So that's what that
I
was.
wasn't hip. I know all I know is wasn't nobody outside, and here comes some towers, and
No,
we all get
They
this
don't even
COVID.
work.
No, because COVID, the way it got here to me is a little weird. Because it was
It
some
just
people.
dropped out the plane.
Well, I
Popped
know it got here from somebody traveling, but then in certain states, it
So
was
they
people
say.
that hadn't traveled and they had it.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's a virus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I was a cough, right? Excuse me, and I in my hand and hug you, right? And I hug
Germs.
you, germs is on your back.
Right.
So it's like people are just trying to think like everything is not a conspiracy theory when it comes to life. If you look on any old, you could go get the oldest can of Lysol or any
It's on there.
disinfect.
I did it.
Coronavirus was on there.
Yeah.
If you remember SARS, when SARS came out, that was a form of a coronavirus, but it was in the form of a powder substance to where people were sending it to different people, right?
What was that called again?
SARS. Look at SARS.
But it was called something else, though.
SARS.
Like 2021.
No, SARS.
The white powder in envelopes?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
SARS, right? But it was like people that's bio warfare, chemical.
Yeah.
Biochemical, whatever.
I definitely think it's something that just really got out of hand. I don't think they meant for it to be this big.
I think it was a direct attack on America. They didn't want to tell nobody like, look, we at war with some different countries and they bringing stuff here on purpose.
On purpose.
Anybody, if you do the history, they call that mules. You know, you're a mule. You go to a country and you're a woman. Same thing with AIDS, HIV, whatever. It didn't come from homosexuality. It didn't just come from promiscuity. It came from a mule. Somebody was set and put in place. Like, here, do it here. If you do it in New York, the average New Yorker, they live on top of each other. They're not spread out. It can get spread faster. If you're
And it's a tourist. Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. So, out of all the prostitution in Las Vegas, there was never HIV/AIDS epidemic in Las Vegas.
Yeah, because when I went, they ride past on the bus, like all type of stuff.
Like I'm trying to tell you, so we have to understand, like, the only enemy we have is our own judgment in a lot of cases. We be looking stupid while other people living. You see the Asians, they're like, oh, we bus loads at a time. Come on, let's take this vaccination. All right? The only people who was really skeptical was black people. Because we've been guinea pigs for so long.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say. I mean, the truth is, people need to protect themselves. And the best way to protect themselves is to do their own research in the sense of
And do what works for them.
do what work for them. Correct.
Research is not looking on Instagram.
Very true.
Maybe TikTok, but not Instagram.
Maybe she
Because I feel like they not going to post, hey, I got the vaccine and I just
So
feel
we got a
good.
question. Roxana wants to know, what about radiation being the same symptoms as COVID?
don't know the symptoms or
I'm not
Yeah.
really familiar about.
But let's say she correct. We be eating microwave food. It's a
stand
lot.
it next to it.
I mean,
Yeah.
standing there, put. I mean, it's put it in our mouths.
Yeah.
So it's like when people scared of a shot, it's the dumbest thing ever.
It is. I mean, it's like I said, it's just like we don't know what we're taking when we take Tylenol, Benadryl, capsule pills. Like we really don't know what it is.
How about
So
microwave popcorn is the most deadliest stuff you're going to intake in your system.
really,
Yeah.
Look at the chemicals. Man.
Just
Pop it on the stove.
What's that?
she said, pop it on the stove.
No, for real.
Yeah, right.
Put it in the
That's
pan.
I cook all my popcorn. I cook my popcorn on the stove.
In a pan with some oil.
Shh. That's it. And
Yep.
all that old this minute stuff. Mm-mm. I don't even have a microwave in my crib. I have a microwave in my house.
Definitely got a microwave in my house.
Yeah,
Got
we
one.
use it too.
I will prefer the oven over the microwave, though, but I got one.
Shout out to you. Yeah. The microwave.
No, she's lying.
No, I definitely do. Like, me and my mama will use the oven before we use the microwave. But if I'm super hungry, I don't have time. But if it's anything fried, I'm not putting it in the microwave.
It be
And it's
soggy.
a day late.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
like I'm
don't
not
really
doing
like
it.
leftovers,
Or if it's
so,
any, that's the other thing. I will just throw it away.
Yeah.
But, I don't eat popcorn out of the bag no more.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I'm saying. Oh well. Like I hate to say it. We lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can agree.
We trying to go
And that's
17
why I
different
got
ways.
this. Yeah, and that's why I really love this platform because we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together as a people, and especially this generation now. We gotta get it together.
Good luck.
I believe in this generation.
Here's-
I stand with this
It's-
generation
it's-
10 toes down for sure. I think,
It's not that I don't believe in them.
yeah.
They don't believe in themselves.
They don't, and that's the thing. That's why we gotta. It's work to do
And here's
because
Right.
for them not to believe in themselves, they had to start somewhere.
but if you ask the average child right now, the ages between 13 and 18, what was the last book they read? Matter of fact, the best test I did was in the past 2 months. 13 to 18. How many books have you read in the past 5 years? The most I ever got was 3.
Yeah,
So
I believe you.
If they didn't read no books, they damn sure ain't read no newspapers. So if they ain't read those newspapers, they sure enough ain't look at statistics on diseases.
You're right.
Mhm. So if that's the case, but when we was coming up, we was looking up things because our friends was dying of sickle cell, so we was reading up on sickle cell. You said you was in college, you was reading up on different religions because you was curious, right? Most children are not curious no more. They go to the internet and believe whatever the first thing
Whatever
that
pops
pops up.
up. Yeah,
And it
I
be-
can agree with that.
It be, like, sponsored.
Yeah, when they say sponsored or ad, and
Yeah, it's paid for the
That's the
Yeah.
only way I think we'll see it. And then I wouldn't say most of us don't care if we get the shot or not, but most of them don't care. Or they really don't care. Half of them don't even wear a mask.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, listen, and then America don't show it no different. America will show people at a football game, 102,000 people.
a lot of people. Now, you know what? Now I have been, getting out here. What they say, I'm outside. I've been outside, but I always get on my kids about a mask, but my mama would be like, I seen you out. She ain't have on no mask. All true. I have
Once you
been a
get
little,
comfortable, you don't have it on.
yeah, and that's the thing. I got too comfortable. And then I ain't gonna lie though, it ain't even the fact that I got too comfortable. It's like I was just feeling myself. Like I'm cute. But listen, when I have on my mask and I be all the way together, like say you walk in the gas station, you have on your mask, right? And then when you take it off, it be like, what? I'm the only one who think like that.
No, I be having to catch myself.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So I did get really loose with not wearing my mask. I have to get back on it. I have to do better.
Right. I mean, everybody need to wear their mask.
Yeah, but I think everybody's it's just so freely like.
But look at how the world is operating. Like,
Yeah.
we got concerts, you got people back in school, so the government can fund the schools because it's funded based off how
And
many
that's
seats
why
they got in the school.
I really think. Let me tell you what I think. Just what I think. I think after count day,
Well, count day don't
school
matter.
gonna be kind of closed.
That
It
part,
do because it's probably the most kids
but that part
that
don't.
have been in
they
school
gonna push
in
to have people in
forever.
school.
But that part don't matter when you're dealing with a pandemic. Okay, you in a pandemic, so count day don't count because no matter what, the government has been funding people
All this time.
all this time. So
Yeah.
that's not the problem. The money is never the problem. What is the problem is they showing in society they are watching what culture do what,
We already know.
and now they really know because. Out of all this time, all this money that everybody got, black people didn't work together for nothing.
No,
They
and didn't
just- they
invest
just-
nothing.
They didn't invest. They just spent money, save money, save money. And now people at a loss. People are going to concerts, doing nothing. Again, the younger generation is jacked up because they don't read. If you had, I guarantee you right now, you a grown woman, Erica. You can call 5 of your friends, ask them what was the headlines of the Free Press. They going to say, I don't know. Period.
Yeah.
Schools don't even get newspapers inside of schools no more. We are lost as a people because we think we smart and really we stupid.
What is grandma asking? Okay, why is Helena High School? She didn't read the paper. I don't know what this is.
What did it say?
Why is Helena High School football people that got the shot play and I still can carry the virus? That's another thing about it. Like that's why it's like almost dang if you do, dang if you don't, because you still can carry the virus if you have the shot.
But if you had a
It
shot,
just won't.
You won't affect you like it would if you didn't.
Exactly.
So,
But here's the thing. That is still on the fence, but it may affect you like it did even if you didn't. It depends on that person's health condition.
I
or
think
what
it's
they
all
have
about knowing
going
your
on.
body.
Yeah, so
it's about knowing your body. And here's this thing too. How many you ain't heard about nobody reporting no car accidents? Have y'all?
not
It's
really.
crazy.
They just talking about COVID.
They're talking about COVID and the urban community shootings.
Yeah.
And this white lady, the one missing.
White lady. Kid.
She a blogger.
A little vlogger.
Really?
Yeah, but this black man woman ain't always talking about it. But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, but my point to you is that part don't matter. What's important is how you going to save your family, and that's it. But we don't think about saving our families. We think about saving ourselves.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the Christian community is the ones who really jacked up the whole community. It's sad to say, but it's very true. We asked for this. We really, I'm ready to go back to football games. Okay, well, with football games, you got to get vaccinated. Live Nation just put a mandate out. Like, if any Live Nation concert, you have to show your vaccination card.
Yeah, it's a lot of places that's doing that.
That's how
the
it was.
Ampla Theater, you have to show a vaccination card for that.
That's how it is
But you
for
know, black
homecoming
people,
now.
we have been there made us
You
a
gotta be
card.
vaccinated.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, like my
but-
friends.
not making cards.
You
Don't
have
call
to be
me.
vaccinated.
I'm not making cards. How many friends do you have that's vaccinated?
A lot.
Wait, what's the age like minimum on this vaccine?
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to get vaccinated?
Like I said, I really don't care.
I'm taking you tomorrow.
It's not that I don't care, but it's like
No, I'm just asking. I'm being serious though, because I know you got a lot of friends that's vaccinated, and they've been for a long time. Mm-hmm. Some of them been vaccinated for a really long time.
But I know at U Prep High School, you got to be vaccinated in order to go to prom. To be
Oh,
an
wow.
outsider.
You mean homecoming?
Oh yeah, homecoming.
Probably
No,
both.
prom too. You can't bring no other guests unless they vaccinated.
All right. Yeah.
I don't understand that though, because you got to be vaccinated to go to homecoming, but you don't got to be vaccinated to go to school.
That's stupid.
That makes no sense.
No, you got to be vaccinated as an outside guest. They said because
One of your kids can give it to me and just school that ain't vaccinated.
no, because how they doing in schools is everybody have assigned seats.
Okay.
So if somebody at your table catch COVID, they know who you was around.
Got
and
it.
they redecorate. They do it like that. But my
So
whole
they can
thing,
trace it.
yeah. So when you bring an outside guest, you don't know if they got COVID or not. So it's just safer for them to get a vaccination.
So
I
are
guess.
y'all switching seats in between class or no?
No.
Y'all stand in one class?
Every class. No, yeah, we switching classes, but every classroom have their own seating chart. So
But
like
is
each
the teacher
hour-
really wiping it out in between every class?
That's where I was going. Because all the supplies that they asked for,
They ain't using.
let's be very clear. They
And-
asked for wipes, the big hand sanitizer. They asked for so much stuff. So I know them seats got to be getting wiped out.
No, they're not.
No, they're not getting wiped
Well,
out.
are you wiping your own seat?
I feel like a teacher probably, like, you got to think about it. You got too much stuff going on to be sitting up there wiping it down in between every
Well, are you
single
wiping
class.
your seat now?
No.
Don't worry about
If it's not mandatory to say everybody come up here and wipe your lip, like, you know they're not going to remember
Like, at least
that.
put a wipe. You can walk around the class and put a wipe on the desk real quick. Like, wipe your shirt on and freeze it on.
In between
another
only
thing-
making $35,000 a year and
I ain't
having
got
grade
nothing to do with
papers.
that. You signed up for this. Ain't that what you said about them nurses?
Yeah, but them nurses different.
All you gotta do is walk and drop a wipe at the table. When you walk in my
It's
classroom,
not
grab a wipe.
even. It's not
And them
even
kids
about
probably still
wiping the
gonna play with
tables. It's well, our school, them halls is small, so it's not
Did you
about.
say them what?
Them halls.
I was about to say this is too transparent.
No, it's.
I was saying this thing got too deep.
Like I'm saying, it's not even about wiping. It's not even about wiping down all that stuff. When we walk in the hallway, we bumping each other.
Y'all talking
Like,
with
I
y'all
be having
friends.
to-
Y'all probably ain't got y'all mask on.
I be having to I be having to bump people like move, get out the way, like move, so you
Not
don't
bump.
know who you getting in contact with. Cause you don't know how. I don't know half the people in my school.
But they only trace it by whoever you was buying them classes.
Yes, but everybody bump each other in the hallway. That's why it really don't make sense.
Wait, so how many classes do you have per day?
6.
So if one
No,
student,
5.
Okay, so if one student come in, they got 5 classes and they sit by 3 people. That's 15 students off rip. They gotta go. Well, 16 including that person. Are all 16 people getting sent home?
2 weeks. And then a person that actually got it got to stay for 4 weeks.
You gotta stay a month out of school.
And then the other people around got to stay for 2.
So in that time, you doing like e-learning, or you just at home?
Google Classroom. You just completing the assignments.
I'll turn it in.
That's how they doing it.
So y'all don't gotta be vaccinated, but everybody that plays sports has to be vaccinated.
They trying to.
They trying to make us be
it like that.
vaccinated.
That's crazy.
But my teacher had made a good point. She was like, "You wear your mask so you can protect me, and you wearing and I'm wearing my mask so I can protect you." That was a good point she had made. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
They're
should wear your
protecting each
mask
other by
though.
wearing our masks. I get it.
yeah.
So listen, Facebook family, the moral of the story is wear your mask so you can protect yourself and others.
Oh, another thing, the school is not telling people who got COVID.
They don't supposed to.
No,
it's
you
a
can't.
HIPAA law. They just can
It's-
tell you that you came
No,
in
you
contact
can't.
with somebody.
No
they
job
can't
can do
tell
that,
you.
nothing.
Yeah, no,
No,
one can
but
tell you
I'm
that. They can
saying,
tell you
like-
that you came in contact. They can't tell you who actually had it.
Like almost half our seniors got COVID and didn't nobody know. I walk up past y'all in the
Yeah.
hallway.
Once you
What y'all
stop
doing?
seeing them in the hallway,
That's a
then
law,
duh.
Chase. Jobs can't do it either.
They can't.
No.
You gonna tell me who got COVID? 'cause
No,
you
unless
never
your
know.
against the law. She
unless
don't
your
read
friend, unless your friend reach out to you and be like, "Hey, I'm the person that caught COVID," you not gonna figure it out. Cause
But they don't know who we came in contact with.
no, they can't. But they can't tell
It's
you
against
this
the
is
law,
who got
Chase.
COVID.
They can just say you
can't.
came in contact with somebody. You play elimination yourself. It don't take a rocket scientist. Listen, guys.
Well, they gonna tell me, but tell me who got
We-
COVID.
Oh, she don't get it. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We just thought we'd lighten the load a little bit with a little conversation up and getting a little bit of understanding about the vaccination and what the youth are really going through. Some of them with their backs against the wall to get the vaccination, really not knowing what to do and really don't have the wisdom. So my advice would be to you guys is do your research for yourself. Do your research for yourself and your family, and do what works for you. Do what works for you, not for anyone else. And please wear your mask, guys. We want to thank you for watching Growing Up with Erica Parnell. We'll be here next week. Same time, same page. So tune in. Be blessed, guys.